In this video, I'm going to be discussing how to calculate probabilities from a normal distribution when you're trying to find the probability between two numbers. Additionally, I'm going to be talking about how to calculate quartiles. And I will be doing this in Excel. I will be calculating these probabilities in this quartile in Excel, although you could be using a graphing calculator. If you go to the textbook online, they'll show you the steps for the graphing calculator. It's very similar. But this example is coming from this Introductory Statistics OpenStax textbook, which is available for free online. Okay, so let's read through the example. A personal computer is used for all these things. Okay, suppose that the average, that's keyword, number of hours a household's personal computer is used for entertainment is 2 hours per day. Okay. Assume that the times for entertainment are normally distributed. So we have a normal distribution. And the standard deviation for the times is half an hour. Okay. So basically, if X were the number of hours someone is using their computer for entertainment, we've just been told that that is normally distributed with mean 2 hours per day and standard deviation half an hour, 0.05. Okay, so this is mu or mean, and this is standard deviation or sigma. Okay, the first question asks us to find the probability that a household computer is used for entertainment between 1.8 and 2.75 hours per day. Okay, so I always think it's a great idea to draw these distributions. So draw the distribution of X, which is normal. So it looks like a little bell curve. In the center, you always have the mean, right? In the center of a normal distribution, you have its mean, which is 2. Okay, so now we want to find the probability that X is between 1.8 and 2.75. All right, so where's 1.8? 1.8 is to the left of 2, so it's somewhere down here, 1.8. And 2.75 is more than 2, so it's somewhere up here, 2.75. And what I want to know is basically the area between these guys, right? Probability and area under the normal curve is the same thing. So how am I going to figure this out? Well, remember when we use Excel or any calculator that calculates normal probabilities, it's always going to calculate cumulative probabilities for us, which cumulative probabilities are the area all the way to the left. Okay, so for example, if I were to start by finding the probability that X is less than 2.75, that would be all of this probability all the way to the left, right? Starting at 2.75 and all the way to the left. That's what the cumulative probability is going to find us. All right, but that's too much, right? We don't want all of this green area. We want this little blue area. We want the area between. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take that green area and then I'm going to subtract off the probability that X is less than 1.8. Right? Subtract off this little back tail. If I take that green minus the red, I'll be left with the blue. So perfect. Let's go do that in Excel. Let me open up Excel. Okay. So type in one of the cells, equals norm.dist, normal distribution, open parentheses. Okay. Let's start with the green one. So X is 2.75. 2.75. All right, the mean of this distribution was 2. The standard deviation is 0.5. Cumulative, you will always type true here. Okay, take that, then minus norm.dist. Okay, and now X is 1.8. 1.8, comma, the mean is 2, comma, the standard deviation is still 0.5, comma, true, always true for cumulative. Okay, press enter and it'll give you the answer. Voila. I will round that to 0.59. 0.59. All right. So approximately 59% of households use their personal computer for entertainment between 1.8 and 2.7 hours per day. All right. Okay. Next, find the maximum number of hours per day that the bottom quartile of households uses the personal computer for entertainment. Okay. So keyword here, bottom quartile. Okay. Maximum number of hours per day that the bottom quartile of households uses the personal computer for entertainment. All right, let me move this down here so I have more room. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and draw the distribution again. In the center, I have 2 hours, right? We know that X is normally distributed with a mean of 2, standard deviation of 0.5. All right, so bottom quartile. So that would be somewhere around right here because 25% or 0.25 of the distribution will be less than whatever that quartile number is. I'll use the letter K to represent whatever that quartile is. Okay, so we wouldn't draw it down below 2, right? Why not up here? Why is K not up here, right? Well, because this is way more than 25%, right? At 50, this is 50% at the middle line, right? So we know it needs to be over to the left of the mean in order for only 25% to be less than that, whatever K is, okay? So we know our answer is going to be something less than 2. All right, so let's read the question again. So find the maximum number of hours per day that the bottom quartile of houses uses a personal computer for entertainment. So this is the bottom quartile. All the houses in this range are in the bottom quartile. The maximum for this bottom quartile is this number K. Okay, so we need to figure out what is K, right? And basically it's where 25% of the population is less than whatever that number K is. So to figure that out, let's go to Excel. Okay, let me delete this. Then type equals norm dot INV, norm inverse, open parentheses. The probability, it's always the probability to the left. To the left of K is 0.25. The mean of this distribution is 2. The standard deviation is 0.5. Close parentheses and press enter. 1.66. 1.66. Right? I told you it has to be less than 2, right? So good, that makes sense. 1.66. The maximum number of hours per day that the bottom quartile of households uses the personal computer is 1.66 hours.